Hey, welcome back to the Too Fast channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a inexpensive and easy upgrade to your Volkswagen EOS. And that's going to be replacing your US specification headlight switch with a Euro specification headlight switch. This is basically a straight plug and play. Remove the old one, plug in the new one. And what you're going to get from doing this modification is parking lights, and parking lights with your fog lights on. If you see my original switch, which is on the left, the solid black one, the new one, the Euro switch, is on the right, you can see that the switch has an off, auto, and then on, and that's it. There's no setting for parking lights, which I'm used to Mercedes, so I'm used to having that feature, so that really bugged me that that feature wasn't made available in the Volkswagen EOS. The Euro switch does give you that, plus a little bit more functionality. Now, you can pick up a Euro headlight switch off of eBay or Amazon, or you can even order one from the dealer. The one I happen to have right here cost me $12 shipped off of eBay. I'm pretty sure it's aftermarket. It doesn't have any Volkswagen parts on it, but it does work just fine. So an additional feature you get with the Euro headlight switch is the ability to utilize rear fog lights. Now, the EOS in the US doesn't have rear fog lights, and my understanding is you'd have to replace the inner lights, the ones that are actually on your trunk lid, with ones that have fog lights in them. I don't know the particulars of that. I haven't really investigated that particular option. I might at some point in the future, so I can't really add much to that. So let's look at the original switch. We've got off, auto. Now, you may not have auto. Auto is auto headlights on, and that uses a light sensor that's, since I have a VR6, I have all these options. So if you've got like an Executive or a Lux, you probably have auto headlights. I think the Comfort and some of the other lower models in Europe don't have the auto headlights. So if you don't have auto headlights, you don't want to buy this switch unless you're going to try and retrofit auto headlights. There are Euro switches that give you the same type of functionality without the auto light function. So you just have to search on eBay or Amazon. Anyway, auto, basically in this setting, when the light sensor detects little to no light, it will turn on the headlights. When it detects light, when it detects light, it will turn off your headlights. So if you're driving in the daylight, your lights will be off. You go into a tunnel, your lights will turn on. You come out of the tunnel, they turn off. So there's that option, and also there's no fog light option on auto, and there's no fog light option with off. So if we move over to the headlight on option, we get the fog light, and that's it. We get one pull for fog lights. Now, with the Euro switch, we've got, obviously we have auto. There is no fog lights on auto, but if the next setting, auto is just like on this one, functions the exact same way. This is just your parking lights. And also with your parking lights, you can go pull out one click for fogs, front fogs. You can pull out a second click for your rear fog light. And then we go over to headlights, and we've got two clicks also, one for front fogs and one for rear fogs. So that's pretty much all there is to the switch. Now, if we take a look at the back of these two switches, you'll see that they are virtually identical in their makeup. This little protruding piece right here is a little bit larger than this one, but the plugs themselves are virtually identical. On my original switch over here, there's missing two pins, and those two pins are present on the Euro switch. So also my original headlight switch has got a part number on it. This aftermarket one has no part numbers at all. All right, so let's move over to the car, and I'll show you how to remove your headlight switch. All right, we've transitioned into the car. I am holding the camera and a light with one hand. I'm going to try and show you how to do this with my other hand. So to remove our headlight switch, while the switch is in the off position, push in, turn, pull, and it'll come out. The wiring harness will be plugged in. I have it already unplugged. Let me fish it out. This is the wiring plug. There is a little tab right there. Use your fingernail to pull inwards on that little tab, and then you should be able to pull the plug out. Now I need both hands to plug this in, so I'm going to get it plugged in, and we'll show the installation of the Euro switch. Okay, with the plug back into the switch, make sure you get the wiring harness fished back into the hole, because there is a lip on the inside of the hole, and you don't want any of the wiring harness getting bunched up between the switch and that plate that's in the back of it. After you're done there, it's just a matter of pushing it in, and it will click into place. So let's see what the switch looks like when we apply some current. We've got the red illumination light here and red here. Auto actually illuminates. Let me turn the light down here a little bit. The auto setting illuminates in orange. Everything else is illuminated in red. And then there's the parking light. Headlights. One fog light, the front fog lights, will show this icon in green. The second fog light, which I don't have hooked up, would show that in green. So if you pull this out 2 clicks, basically nothing happens. The front fog lights stay on, and this light stays red. So that's the functionality. So let's go ahead and we'll go out. What's in the off position, this is auto. So let's go out and we'll just take a look at the front of the car. So in the auto position, we've got the driving lights, headlights, and of course the parking lights on. And that's all we get for, that's all we get in the auto setting. If we go to our parking light setting right there, you can see we have our parking lights and our driving lights on only. And of course, we go to the back. You can see that we've got the tail lights on as well. While we're still in the parking light setting, pull out 1 click, green light comes on for fog lights. And now we have the fog lights on. Now if we pull this second click out, which would be for rear fog lights, it does absolutely nothing. We still have everything on the front on, and of course I won't walk to the back because I've already checked there's no rear fog light. And then we can go straight up to headlights. Headlights would be the same thing. Also, if we go to high beams work. If we go to parking lights, high beams do not work. And of course on auto, the high beams work. So that is the installation and test of the Euro headlight switch on the Volkswagen EOS. I think this is an excellent upgrade for the money. It's a very simple plug-and-play upgrade. Now, the only caveat to this that I will state is that my driving lights, the US spec EOS's, those driving lights are on when you turn the car on. I turn those off, these, so when my lights are off, these are not on. I do not know exactly what will happen with that switch if you do not disable those first. The information I have, which is coming from people with Golfs that have installed this switch, is that you need to disable these driving lights in VCDS first to get everything to work like I just demonstrated. I don't know if that's the case on the EOS because I already had these turned off, and so if you get a result that's different than what I just demonstrated, you'll need to go in with VCDS and turn these off. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video installation demo of the Euro headlight switch for the Volkswagen EOS. Thanks for watching.